5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two white Muslims.
Go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
My name's Junaid Rahim,
And my name's Mohammed Yusuf Bashforth.
and affectionately we're known as
The Two White Muslims. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. I'm not sure if you should really open the show with "Here we go again."
I'm not.
Well, it's better than "Here we go again."
Hello. I tell you what, shall
Same
we?
words, different meaning.
Well, shall we do it like the BBC?
Oh, can you imagine? Oh, morning, one and all.
Good morning, everybody.
This morning
Very nice
on
of you to
BBC
join us.
Radio Heritage. Oh, I've got a cracker.
The boring broadcasting company.
Yes. Can you imagine? Oh,
Have we got a cracker?
we have got an absolute corker. I know we always say that. Do you know why?
Because we always have.
Because we always have.
Yeah.
We always have. We choose
Why-
these. They're
I
not
don't-
forced upon
I don't
us.
understand why other radio stations exist.
I know.
I don't understand.
point?
There's no point.
You
With us
can't-
on here.
Exactly.
Yeah, but all other radio stations could save themselves a fortune
Yes, for 3 hours every
by
day.
sacking the breakfast presenters,
Yep.
getting rid of them because there's no point.
And just channeling this
And-
through, or just putting an advert on for this.
And when we become FM, which is going to happen
Yes,
very soon,
it is,
very
actually.
soon.
It is.
And when, but we're fully interneted
Internet
up.
enabled now, yes. You've got
And
the tuning app.
we're all dabbed up
Yes.
as well. So we're on Dab and Tinterweb.
Yep.
So really, we're global. We're global as it
Yes.
is. So the world over, the world radio
Yes.
stations could afford to sack all the breakfast
That's
presenters
right.
and just listen to us instead.
Just play this out.
Yeah, play
Just
it out.
play this out. Because how can you improve on perfection?
You can't.
It's like the chocolate digestive,
Yeah.
the jam donut.
Well,
Oh, you see, you
know,
think they've improved on perfection, don't
I
you?
think they might have done.
Oh, what have they done to it?
Did you try them?
I haven't had a chance yet.
Haven't you?
I daren't open it because I know when I do, I'll eat the entire
It'll just
packet.
gone. It's just gone. It'll be gone in minutes. But I promise you, it will. It will. They've made them thin.
Wow.
You get digestive thins, and do you know what else you get?
Go on.
Hobnob thins.
Really?
Yeah.
You'll not be able to dunk them.
Oh,
Are they still?
listen. Albeit they are micro thin,
Yes.
they do maintain their structural integrity,
Do they?
provided you don't dunk in tea that's more than 80 degrees,
Right.
and you give it 1.4 seconds
They
only.
survive the dunk.
Structural integrity as long as it takes to get it out of the tea into your mouth,
Wow.
and then it just melts.
Oh,
It's heaven.
there we jolly
There you
well
so,
go.
Yeah, your chocolate digestive, I get it.
Yep.
It is. Up until recently, it was the best biscuit, bar none, in the world.
Yes.
But you know, these thins.
Wow.
The
To be fair,
taste's there. The taste's
It
there.
is very much a chip off the old block, I suppose.
It's the same thing.
Yes.
Really. It's the same flavour, same
Yes.
taste, same chocolate, same digestive. It's just thinner.
Just thinner.
Yeah. So, in other words, if you eat 6 of them at once, it's
like
just
having-
like a digestive.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah. But
But at least you have to eat 6 to get 1.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
means I need 18 to get me normal.
Yeah.
I've said, as if I've ever stopped at 3. When have I ever stopped at 3? This is the problem.
3 packets
3
more like.
packets, I know.
I remember
It's terrible.
opening a packet and having a cup of tea.
Oh.
Yeah, and next time I looked, at least half the packet was gone.
Yes.
And I was thinking, have we got?
Have we got mice?
Got mice?
Yeah. I know they're Moorish, but come on.
Come on, mice. Leave us some. Leave us. Poor Junaid, he likes these.
Yeah, he really likes these. Oh. So, yes,
Anyway, sorry.
great day ahead of us.
Great day
as
ahead.
ever. And we've got a great show ahead of us as well.
As we always do.
So for everybody out there listening in Radio Land,
Yep.
you've got a corker.
Yep.
You've got an absolute go nowhere. Be late for work. Be late for school. You don't want to miss this.
For all those
Actually,
people,
don't be late for any of those things. Just catch this up on podcast in about 2
Yeah,
weeks.
exactly. I was going to say, for all those people who do miss this, through no fault of their own, you can catch this up on podcast
Yes.
later.
Yes.
Yeah. And for those of you listening on podcast, the last 20 seconds have been utterly worthless.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. But whether it be podcast or you're going to sit and listen to this entire show, do you know what we're going to talk about?
Go on.
We're going to talk about, in my humble opinion, one of the worst fashion faux pas ever.
Really?
And it's
there's
got,
been a few.
I was going to say, it's got some. But this one, it's not even a faux pas. A faux pas suggests accident. This is just designers taking the Michael.
We had flares.
We did have flares. We had A-line flares with pockets in the knees.
We had high-waisted Oxford bags. Do you remember those? It's all I ever wanted when I was 12.
Oh, dear. I had my burgundy stay press.
Did you?
Oh, burgundy stay press and black grandad shirt.
Do you remember those shirts with the massive rounded collars?
No, that I've never
with the
had.
stitching.
That now
with
clowns
the
wear. Yeah, clowns wear them.
I had one of them. It's lime green.
Oh.
I used to wear it with my purple jumper.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah,
you see,
totally.
not lose you in the crowd.
No. No,
Good lordy.
Felicia Beacon hair.
Yes. So So this is not even a faux pas. A faux
glow
pas
at night.
A faux pas is being kind. A faux pas is being kind. This is just designers absolutely taking the Michael.
They used to stick me at accident spots, blind spots
Did
in the
they?
road. Yeah.
Did they?
Put me on there. My head used to just glow at night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen you walking on the pavement and cars have stopped.
Yeah. I expected it to be a zebra crossing.
Yes. Yep. None taken, says he. None taken. Long drive home on flat tyres, Junaid. So we're going to look at that. We're going to look at, we are going to consider something which will absolutely, and I want to say restore your faith in human nature. No, reinforce.
Because
we have faith in human nature.
Or embellish
my
faith in human
faith
nature.
in human nature. It's a tragic story that it has a beautiful aspect to it. It's just lovely. We're going to look at.
Do you know what I heard the other day? I heard somebody say Mother Nature.
Yes.
It was about some kind of hurricane or something.
Right.
It just flattened a load of places in I can't even remember which country it was. But
Right.
I saw this.
Yes.
And they're devastating. And it was Mother Nature can be cruel.
Right.
Now, that's not the case, is it?
No.
Mothers are not cruel.
No. Mother Nature is as Mother Nature does.
Mothers are not cruel. Yeah, mothers might give you a serious telling off.
Yes.
But they're not cruel.
They're not cruel.
It's just we've done something to this planet.
Yeah.
That is not good.
Yes.
And we're continuing to do it. And it's continuing to be not good.
Yep.
And we're suffering the consequences.
It's a little bit like we had floods up and down this great British Isle of ours.
Yes.
In 2007.
Yes.
So, to be fair, a little over 10 years ago.
Yes.
But, I mean, they were really, really severe. We've had others, but they were really severe. People went, I can't believe we've got floods. Oh, you mean, given that we've concreted half of the country?
Yes.
You can't believe that there's nowhere for this water to go.
No drainage.
No
whatsoever.
drainage.
Yeah.
You can't
No
get your head around
natural
how...
soakaways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get your head around how Mother Nature could be so cruel. My maid issue, in my humble opinion.
Absolutely.
There we go. We're going to talk about makeup and just something that's had to happen with lots of makeup.
I never eat it.
No, I'm not a fan of it.
Is that stuff that girls buy?
It is.
All right,
It is.
okay.
Some buy and apply just a little bit too much,
Some
in my
do.
humble opinion.
Some do.
And given...
Especially at weddings.
Weddings, yes. No, but just...
We've had this conversation before,
we have,
haven't we?
but kids going to school.
I think I
kids going to
insulted.
school. Oh, I was sorry I was late, miss. Why were you late? Oh, I got up 10 minutes late. Yeah, but how long does it take you to put your makeup on? 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
So why don't you just do it 2 hours, 50 minutes and be on time?
Yes.
3 hours to get the makeup.
Yeah.
And looking at some of them, I'll be honest, that 3 hours could have been better utilised in maybe some exercise.
Yeah.
You can't polish. No. It's no good putting lipstick on a... No.
No. Careful,
what are you doing? Your face is a different colour to your neck.
Oh.
How can that be good?
Your face and ears are different colours.
Different colours. You look like Stephen King's It. So we're going to talk about makeup.
You look like a drag act. Let's face it.
Yes.
Let's face it.
I am what
I am my own
special creature. I'm trying to think of it. Well, what's the absolute classic? Can't believe I left you with the key.
Oh, what's
So
that?
you're gone. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. No, none of that. None of that. We're not having
hang on a minute. We've got Dancing Queen as well. Go on, if you want to camp this show up, let's just have a few bars of Dancing Queen.
Oh, dear. So, yes, not necessarily in relation to dragettes. We are going to talk about makeup. We're also going to talk about the worst quarantine conditions ever.
Okay.
I mean, quarantine in and of itself would be bad.
It's not good, is it?
It's not good. But, you think you're having a bad day? You think you're having a bad day?
Okay.
Get yourself ready.
Okay.
There's also a big change.
Our bad day stories are fantastic.
Oh, my goodness.
Because they make me feel uplifted.
Yes, exactly.
About even the most difficult
people,
days.
But, you see somebody trip over, you have a little bit of a giggle.
Difficult days.
People walking into glass. People walking into glass. Big windows or doors. People walking into glass.
It's not funny for them, but it's funny for me.
It's funny.
It is
You can't help but laugh at that.
You just laugh at it. You can.
There's been some big changes in churches. I wanted to say that for the assimilation, if nothing. There's been some changes in churches, which I find a little disturbing.
Disturbing?
If I'm honest. Not disturbing, disappointing.
Okay.
A little disappointing. But we're also going to discuss that. We're going to discuss that as well. One of our major services...
It's a long list.
It's a long list.
Wow.
One of our major services have done something which I think is quite cool.
What do you mean services?
One of our major services. One of the big four.
Okay.
There's actually three in there. There's
so we've got fire, police, and
ambulance.
And, ambulance.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of them
done something really quite cool.
Okay, cool.
We're going to have a little discussion about that. And that's it. That's our list.
To be fair, they all do.
They all do something cool
all the time.
But
one
this
of them
one
stands out, huh?
Well, no, they've been in the news and it's been criticised for what they've done.
Oh.
Yet what I think they've done is actually quite cool.
All right, okay.
But they've been criticised for it, and I think no, brilliant. More of the same, please.
Okay.
And
so that's the list, is it?
That's us. That's us.
Okay. So when are we going to talk about all of that?
After we've done a little bit of this.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
How is your morning going?
Alhamdulillah. Do you know, I like breaks, I like nasheeds.
Yes.
I like some of these.
Yes.
Some of them are a little bit dark.
Yes.
But you know, listen to the
Others,
words. Listen
brilliant.
to the words.
Yep.
This is reminders of Allah.
Yes.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, and we all need that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we all
it's
need
not
that.
Go amiss.
Many times every day.
Yes.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. So I quite like the music. I quite like the feeling that I get when I'm reminded of Allah.
Yes.
Yeah, and we should do more of that.
Yes.
Yeah, we should do a lot more. If any of our listeners have got recommendations for nasheeds that we should be playing,
yes,
come on.
Let's have a little. Let us know about it.
Get in contact with us. You know how to do that now.
Yep.
Facebook, and it's at Heritage Radio AM.
Yep.
So get in contact with us. Let us know what it is that you want us to play. And you know what? We might just do that.
We'll do anything we can.
Inshallah.
To
brighten up your day.
To brighten up your day, to brighten up your morning.
Brighten up your day.
Much of the time, our way of brightening up the morning is actually shutting up. But for now...
We brighten up everybody's morning at 10 o'clock.
Yes. We brighten up rooms by leaving them.
It's when we finish.
We do. Now then, how about this for a terrifying headline?
Okay.
This is on Sky News.
Yeah.
Claire's, this is the makeup shop.
Claire's, yeah.
And by the way, you know, I have a young daughter. You've had daughters that were at some point young.
We've been through the Claire's phase.
How popular is Claire's?
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
you know what I mean? Absolutely incredible. Claire's, the makeup place, takes makeup off shelves amid fears they contain asbestos. What? How can that possibly be the case? How can asbestos get into makeup and you not... Oh, I'll just stick that in. It's a bit of sawdust.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what. We need to make this makeup fire retardant.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Oh, what? You know, they might be putting their lips too close to candles.
Which is what asbestos was largely used for, yes. Wasn't it? Yeah.
I mean, the joke is, well, not the joke. The supposedly amusing stories was of people who took, because didn't the bloke who invented asbestos have a cloak made out of it, and he used to set fires and then put his cloak on it. to
Yeah.
put the fire out, but
Yeah.
it meant that he was then wrapping it round his neck.
Yes.
That's not good.
No.
It's
No.
not good.
Well, let me tell you something. You know
Okay.
the prefab buildings, the old garages that
Yes.
used, and they were made of asbestos panels.
They were. Yes, they
Remember?
were. Yes.
And I had one of these in a house that I moved into.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And I thought, I've got to get rid of that.
Yeah, that
So
doesn't look good.
you
The
can.
last thing you do is cut it up.
Well, here
Oh.
we go. Here we go. So you've got two choices. You
Yep.
can either get a specialist firm in
Yes.
of asbestos removal company,
Yes.
and they will charge you one arm, one leg,
Yes.
and anything else they can prize out of you, or you can do it yourself.
Oh, okay. Yes.
But if you take it down to the skip,
Yes.
they cannot take
Well, no,
it. They
can't
cannot
take
allow it.
asbestos.
They
Absolutely.
cannot.
Yeah.
So what I did
Yeah. You
was
can't burn it.
I sprayed it with a hose pipe
Right.
to make it completely wet,
Okay.
so that any fibres or any dust was
Yes.
kept to an absolute minimum.
Yes.
I wore myself a surgical mask,
Yes.
and I took it to pieces with a lump hammer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bagged it up into plastic rubber bags
Yes.
and took it to the tip.
Right.
Now, am I wrong?
You don't want me to answer that one. Let's be honest. If we're taking the rule of the yes, yes, it was in your youth, shall we say?
Yes. It was a very, very many years ago.
Yes.
That I did that. To some extent, I'm not proud.
Yes.
But asbestos has been a recognised problem in this country for many years.
Yeah.
There have
Apparently
been.
they only stopped using it in the building of houses in the late 80s.
Yes, they did. Yes, and
Can't
this is the
believe
point
it
that
got
I'm
that
making.
Oh, right,
This
sorry.
is the point that I'm making.
Got that far.
Because I remember going to. Do you know when you get a hole in your wall?
Yes.
And you fill it with polyfill.
Yeah,
And then you
absolutely.
sand it down.
Yeah,
etc.
yeah,
etc. Well, and if you want to hang something, you'll drill a hole in your wall.
Yep.
Put a plastic plug in there.
Yes.
Yeah. And then screw into that.
Absolutely. Yep.
I remember buying some stuff in one of the DIY shops.
Right. Yep.
I won't tell you which one.
Okay.
But when I was in B&Q, I bought this stuff. I bought this stuff
Yes.
that was like a fine, dusty powder stuff.
Right,
And
yep.
you had to add some water to
Oh
it.
no.
Add some water to it.
Yep.
Shove it into your hole.
Yep.
And it hardens.
Right.
So that you can screw your screw straight into that.
Oh, that's quite clever.
Amazing stuff.
Actually, that's quite clever.
Fantastic.
Yes.
What did it contain?
Oh golly.
Yeah.
Go on.
Asbestos.
Oh, it wasn't
course.
Kissed by Angels then.
No.
No.
It
wasn't the
contained,
Tears of Fairies.
It contained asbestos.
Oh.
So I remember using that stuff quite frequently.
Oh,
so I have
wow.
been exposed to asbestos,
Yes.
and I know I have.
And powdered asbestos.
Yes, exactly, which is really bad.
Wow.
Really bad. Anyway, also, it's highlighted in this country and it's banned in this country. And
Yep.
if you're found to have any asbestos anywhere, you've got to have specialist firms in
To come and take
deal
it
with
absolutely.
it and dismantle
As
it and
well
remove
you
it.
should.
As well you should.
Yes, or just lump power in it, stick it in bags and take it to the tip.
I would not recommend anybody does that under any circumstances. But when I was in Sri Lanka
Yes.
and we were building a building
Oh yeah.
and they put corrugated panels on the roof,
Yeah.
what were those panels made of?
You're going to tell me asbestos.
Asbestos
Because
panels.
asbestos is fine as panels. It's when you cut them up. It's the fibres, isn't
Well,
it?
here we go. Okay, so when they were fitting that roof, and I did the work on that
Yeah,
roof.
yeah.
I put most of the lats in place.
Right.
I didn't put the panels on.
Okay.
The builders did that.
Yep.
But as they were cutting them to size with a saw, a hand saw,
Oh.
and people underneath it,
Yeah.
just the dust was just
Falling
all
on
over
them.
the place,
Oh
falling
my
on.
goodness.
And I was thinking,
That's.
oh my God, I need to be somewhere else while this is all happening.
Yep.
It was horrible to see.
Yep.
And you just think this is alarming because these people have no idea what this is likely to
Absolutely.
do to them in years to come.
Yeah.
This is horrible. So yeah, asbestos is a problem.
Yep.
It's a big problem, and there's been millions of pounds worth of lawsuits
Oh, crikey, yes.
come
And
against
quite
companies.
rightly so.
Absolutely,
Yes.
because this has ruined people's lives.
Yes.
This has taken
It's
people's lives.
taken people's lives.
Taken people's lives.
Yep.
And to some extent, some people knew about this and allowed it to carry on and allowed it to take people's lives
Yep.
in any event. And that's why the lawsuits have
Because
taken place.
nothing
And
gets
this
in
has
the
cost,
way of profit.
This has cost billions.
Yep.
And so it should.
Absolutely.
So, hang on a minute. To find Claire's makeup
Yes.
with asbestos in.
Yep.
How on earth was that allowed to happen?
It says asbestos is a known carcinogen and 3 products have been withdrawn out of an abundance caution. High street chain Claire's has removed 3 makeup products from its shelves after a warning they could be contaminated with asbestos fibres. In makeup, in something people are going to rub onto their skin. It's just absolutely, it's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
It's insane. That's what it
It
is.
says asbestos is well-documented health risks, and the FDA says the mineral is often found near talc, a common ingredient in many cosmetic products. What?
Good grief.
Oh my goodness.
Talcum powder?
Yeah. So this is now quoting officials in the US. Officials in the US said samples from the retailer. It's the European Claire's that have taken it off the market, but it's because of it started from the US. Officials in the US said samples from the retailer's eyeshadows, compact powders, and contour palettes tested positive for the material. The Food and Drug Administration, FDA, urged people on Twitter to stop using the items. Asbestos is a known carcinogen with well-documented health risks, and the FDA says the mineral is often found near talc, a common ingredient in many cosmetic products. The contamination can arise when raw talc has not been purified enough before being added to makeup. Whoa!
Oh, no.
This is terrible. So it's people cutting corners.
That's utterly ridiculous. You know, these
Oh,
people need
check this
to be
out.
called to account.
Yes, the FDA doesn't have the authority to order a recall.
Oh.
So instead, it issued a safety alert. Oh my goodness. We think that's really bad for you. Can't do anything about it.
So, the thing is that Claire's...
Toothless FDA.
The Claire's themselves
Yep.
weren't culpable here.
No.
It wasn't their fault. It wasn't their problem.
Well, they've gone to the cheapest possible providers. I suppose that's how they get the cheap
That's how
products in Claire's.
That's how they do it, yeah, absolutely.
It's public demand.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
and that's why people
Yeah.
shop at Claire's, because
Yeah.
they're getting what they consider to be reasonable quality stuff
Yeah,
at reasonably cheap prices.
True.
So, we can't really blame them. They wouldn't have gone to that supplier knowing
that it had,
the products contained asbestos. That
They
would be
maybe
ridiculous.
didn't check enough.
Maybe they
maybe turned a
ought to-
blind eye. You
Yeah,
just don't know.
maybe they ought to have their
Allegedly.
own lab somewhere,
Yeah.
testing this stuff randomly.
Yes.
But again, I wouldn't say that they were blameworthy in this case, and thankfully they listened and took the right course of action.
Yes.
But the people that manufacture this stuff,
Yep.
knowing full well that this is dangerous,
Yes.
should be called to account.
Yes, absolutely.
They should be. But is it
Absolutely.
the FDA, we can't do anything about this.
You can't do anything about this.
Excuse me.
Nothing to do with us.
What are you for then?
What?
What are you for?
Well, not
do,
this.
What do you get paid for?
Oh,
So you come across something that can potentially kill children.
yes.
Oh, but we can't do anything
Can't do
about
anything
it.
about it. Nothing to do with
Excuse
us.
me.
Nothing to do with us.
Excuse me. You can report it. You can report it to other authorities that can do something about it.
Yep.
Because killing children should be illegal.
Yes.
And in fact, I'm very sure that it
is.
actually is.
Honestly, I've got something in the back of my mind.
Yeah,
I'm sure that killing children,
the selfless murder of innocent children.
I'm sure it's written somewhere.
There's some kind of law. I'm sure there is
There
actually.
must be.
Some kind of law that prevents that.
Must be.
Yeah. But the FDA, powerless.
Yeah. Extraordinary.
Utterly ridiculous.
Yep.
Anyway,
So,
that's made me angry.
having said that,
It's made me angry.
I think we should move on and do a little bit of this.
I think so too, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. So this list. Isn't the world an amazing place?
It is.
It just never ceases to amaze me.
I know. And this next
The
one.
variety of things that come our way to talk about.
Oh my goodness.
It's just non-stop.
Well, I sometimes I'm at a loss.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss.
Do you think I'm going to be any help?
I am at a loss. I don't know if
Okay.
you've seen this. I was passed this little story by my good lady,
Yep.
who just went, "What?
Okay. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready for
Shall we
this.
get to this one?
Let's do it.
This is in The Guardian,
Okay.
no less.
Okay.
ridiculous micro handbag that can fit only a few mints becomes fashion sensation.
Okay.
I'm going to show you a picture, okay, of the micro handbag in question.
Yes.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this. Oh, fuck. What on earth is that?
It is the size of a finger, would you say? You can't. You hold this handbag on one finger. It is minuscule. It is absolutely minuscule, and it is a fashion sensation.
No, they've run out of ideas.
They've run out of ideas. It is absolute lunacy.
They're not. That's not a fashion statement.
It's a keyring.
It's lunacy. It's as you say. That is lunacy.
Yes.
And that is, in my opinion, these designers who come out with this nonsense are actually taking the mick out of their customers.
They are saying, let's see what we can get away with.
Let's see what we can get. Absolutely.
Do you reckon they'll do this? They'll be laughing. They will be absolutely rolling around laughing. Good, they're buying it.
They're buying it. I can't believe anybody's buying this. But not only are they buying it, but we're in the Guardian.
Yes. And it says the tiny Jacquemus Mini Le Chiquito bag is smaller than a credit card and can be held in the palm of your hand. It was the biggest, smallest thing to come out of Paris Fashion Week. What?
Paris Fashion Week.
It is utterly insane.
Okay, right. So, a handbag is a practical item.
Yes.
But it's also a fashion item, and
Absolutely.
I understand that.
But it's making a practical item fashionable.
Yes, but
it's not the other way round.
Because I live in a house with a missus and two daughters.
Yes.
I kind of get
I'm aware of the bags.
I understand
There's
it.
ladies in my household. I get it.
And, you know, the bag and the shoes and the accessorising your outfit to these people is all important.
I like a nice pair of cufflinks. And I like a nice roll shirt.
I like it when my belt and my shoes match.
Yes, I like
for
having a
whatever
little
reason that is.
handkerchief atop my top pocket.
I do
occasionally.
too. I do too. Yes.
I like a tie that brings out my eyes.
Yeah.
But what I don't look at is a handbag
spoon
measuring a minuscule 5.2 centimetres. And it then points out that's 2 inches. For those that don't work in centimetres, long. Yeah. The bag is smaller than a credit card and can fit in the palm of the wearer's hand. The diminutive accessory is a mini version of the already small Le Chiquito bag, which was launched last year and is only 12 centimetres, 4 inches.
So they've taken something ridiculous and made it even more smaller.
So. Yes. Yeah. But okay. How much do you think Le Chiquito.
No. Don't get me on this one. No.
Get ready. There's people in the world starving.
I know. There are people in this town starving.
Yes.
In our neighbourhoods that are starving. So,
yes.
Okay. So I'm going to guess for a 4 centimetre bag.
Yep.
Which has got about 10 square centimetres of leather and a bit of stitching.
Yeah. It is pink.
Oh, it is pink.
It's pink, though.
Oh, well, okay. So that's detrimental to it as well.
Absolutely.
So that should bring the price down a bit.
That's devalued it a little more.
Yeah. So I'm going to guess at... because some designer has made it and some designer has designed it, and because of all those things, and because it's coming out of Paris and the Fashion Week and it's been seen on a catwalk somewhere, etc. Factoring all of that into account, I reckon it should be about 12 quid.
Oh, should be?
Yeah.
Yes, and would be a rip-off at 12 quid.
Absolutely.
Would you agree?
Utterly pointless waste of £12.
So not £380.
No.
£380.
Okay, so if ever we needed confirmation that these people have more money than sense, this is it. This is it.
Yes.
This confirms that the people who purchased that accessory item have indeed more money than sense.
Yes, and I do beg your pardon, the 380 quid was for the 12 centimetre one.
Oh, right.
Which is still only 4 inches.
Ah, yes.
So, but it's still teeny, and they say
it's still pointless.
And this new one, which is even smaller, may well be even more expensive. It is utterly. Elle magazine headline it as new it bag No. I remember years ago, and I mean years ago, when the fashion trend for ladies was simply a pair of sleeves.
Yes.
Do you remember those?
Yes.
Like it was the smallest bolero jacket I've ever seen. It was just a pair of sleeves.
Yes.
And people bought them and wore it.
Yes.
And I used to point and laugh.
Yes.
But what they weren't carrying is a 2-inch, there's another picture of it for you, 2-inch handbag, which has a shoulder strap on it that there's no way you can put over your shoulder. I mean, it's lunacy. It's lunacy.
Okay, so for any sisters out there that may have an opposing opinion here,
Yep.
and that may be thinking, because it's designer, because it's come out of Paris, and because it's been seen on catwalks,
these
and
boys
because
don't
it-
know what they're talking
and because
about.
it's so expensive, it has true meaning and value.
Yep.
Please let us know how.
Yes.
Yeah, please let us know that we're not missing something. If we are missing something, tell us what it is.
Yep.
But I defy you to change my opinion.
Yes. Have you noticed how
Defy you.
things over time have gradually got smaller? Mars bars,
Yeah.
for one.
Yeah.
They've definitely got smaller.
Yes.
Mobile phones got smaller.
Yeah,
Do you remember?
portion sizes
They got
generally
smaller.
have got smaller.
And yet the one thing that got bigger, TVs and stereos. I remember the stereos were massive for the rapper bad boys. Used to carry them on the shoulders.
The other thing that
They
got
were
bigger is
massive.
people's egos.
Yes.
And,
yes.
And people's...
But of all the things to get smaller, you wouldn't think it would be a handbag.
No. Okay, so
It's
I
a
would
handbag
like to
that you
know...
could keep in your pocket.
I
What's the
would like to
point?
know, what would anybody put in that handbag?
Well, it says you can only fit 2 mints in it.
Yeah, okay.
So 2 mints, presumably.
Mints, or their equivalent in size.
Yeah.
And
But can you
shape.
imagine putting that down on a table?
So you could
I'll just
probably...
move my paperwork out the way. I've got to put my bag down.
You could probably put £1 in there,
Yeah.
which would be handy for your shopping trolley.
Yes.
But then again, if you can afford £380,
I don't think you're going to be shopping at Aldi, are you?
you're not going to be in. No, so your Morrison's shopping trolley
Yeah.
that demands £1, you're not going to be
No.
using it, are you? No. You've probably got staff to do that, haven't you?
So, lunacy. Lunacy.
Utterly
Some
ridiculous.
fashion things I get. This, no.
It's like I said, living in a house of girls,
Yep.
I get the handbags, I get the accessories, I get all of that. And it's nice if you've got to take your phone and your purse and maybe some cash, maybe some other items that you need with
Yep.
you for
Yeah,
an evening out.
yeah,
That's
yep,
fine.
yep.
And you put them in a bag, and it's nice if your bag matches your outfit.
Yes,
it's nice
I
if
get
you go
that.
blah 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 blah. I've heard it all so many
You're
times
making something
before.
practical, fashionable.
It's
Get
fine.
it.
That's
I
fine.
get it.
Just have one of those.
Yes.
That's fine.
Brilliant.
Yeah. But this
Lunacy.
is utter lunacy.
Yep.
Yeah. If this has no practical use whatsoever,
Nope.
has no practical value whatsoever.
No.
and
Well, it does. It has a
therefore,
value of about 380 quid, apparently.
practical value none.
Practical none. Zero.
The financial value, well, none.
But the
Because
thing
when
is-
it's used, it's used.
It's like the Emperor's new clothes. Where
crazy.
somebody, it's great. Oh, and somebody goes, it's got no ton.
Yeah.
Somebody eventually just pops the bubble and just goes, it's got no ton.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. And why are people not looking at these women and just going, you, my love, silly.
You've lost it, love.
You've lost it.
You've lost
Are you
it.
okay?
You've lost your mind.
Would you like to sit down?
You've lost
Are
your
you
mind.
okay? Sit down.
You've clearly forgotten to take your meds.
Sit down. Sit down.
Or you've been prescribed the wrong one.
Oh,
Or you
yes.
need to see a doctor quickly.
Yes.
Yeah. Dear me.
Incredible.
You are psychologically damaged.
So,
love.
with that in mind, I feel the need for speed. No, for the coffee.
I feel the need to lie down in a bunker.
Yes,
These nutters.
it's just amazing, amazing.
Nutters.
But there we go. So that's the latest thing from Paris Fashion Week. Let's see how many people fall for it. It is a gag. It is a joke. It is a mockery of a sham of a mockery. I'm curious as to how many people are going to fall for it. How many are you going to see walking around town with their £200, £300 handbag on one finger?
I'd like to think that will be none,
Well, we'll
but
see.
I rather fear it's going to be hundreds
We'll
and
see.
thousands.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Oh, just
I'm going to be having a word.
let's get the kettle on.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Do you know, occasionally,
Yeah.
well, actually not occasionally, more often than not in our experience,
Yeah.
but occasionally, things happen that just make you go, wow.
Yeah.
My faith in human nature has been restored.
Yes.
Or reinforced, because I have faith in human nature,
Yes.
if I'm completely honest, has been
Yes.
reinforced then. Reinforced would be better, rather than restored. So if I let you know about this wonderful, wonderful story, just think, oh, come on, that's more like it.
Right.
That's more like it.
You mean an uplifting story?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, you mean the kind of story that that you would like to see reported on a more regular basis?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is
I'm ready.
that
ready.
almost 5,000 people
Yeah.
have queued for hours and hours and hours in the pouring rain
Okay.
to see if they are a donor to match and help save a dying 5-year-old boy.
Alhamdulillah.
Isn't that amazing?
Alhamdulillah.
Doesn't that just make you want to get up on the thing and shout at the top of your voice that life is actually blinking
Alhamdulillah.
brilliant?
People care.
Amazing.
These people care.
Oscar, 5-year-old boy, and look at him. Isn't he just an absolute
bless
angel?
him. Yeah,
An
yeah.
absolute angel. From Worcester, has been diagnosed with an aggressive form of leukemia after bruising turned out to be cancer, and that was some time ago. And they need donors.
It's every parent's worst nightmare.
Oh, it's an absolutely terrible situation. But and bless him, he's 5-year-old and he's fighting against this rare form of cancer.
Subhanallah.
But he needs a match. He needs a donor match.
Yep.
So, and I don't even think that there was much of it. Oh, look at him. He's just an angel. It just makes me want to... but what I want to focus on here is A, he's fighting, and good on him. God bless. But 5,000 people have queued for hours and hours, and there's a queue in the pouring rain.
Incredible.
And they've queued and
whereabouts
queued and
is
queued. This is in Worcester.
Worcester.
And this is to be tested to see if they were a match to help save this wonderful little boy's
Fantastic.
life.
So, given that this is leukemia, I'm guessing that this is bone marrow.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
So it's a very it is a procedure that is invasive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's not something that you can just have done. It's not like giving blood.
Oh, no, absolutely.
This is something that involves anaesthetic. It involves a hospital. It involves perhaps a stay.
Yep.
For at least overnight, and it is a procedure. But
Stem cell.
But what if?
It says, the youngster is in a race against time to find a life-saving stem cell donor after he was diagnosed with this rare form of cancer.
Right. Okay.
And it's a race against time. Doctors say he now has just 3 months in order to find this donor.
Wow.
So 5,000 people queued to get tested.
Wow.
Outside Pitmanston Primary School in Worcester.
Wow.
And you just think, come on. That's
Brilliant.
Absolutely amazing.
Brilliant.
God bless every single one of you.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely
Alhamdulillah.
a terrible story with a wonderful.
Alhamdulillah. What I really hope is that one of them proves to be a match.
Yes.
And may Allah make it possible for that treatment to be delivered and for that treatment to be successful. But Allah's amazing here. Allah is amazing. Yeah, because he has put this child through this ordeal. Not just the child, but the rest of his family, his parents, the rest of the family.
Every parent's worst nightmare.
And the rest of the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his parents, his family, and the community at large have all come together
to help.
to try and deliver a solution to this.
Yeah.
Allah's amazing, because is that a way to bring communities together?
That's incredible.
It's a beautiful way to do it.
Incredible.
And these people have selflessly queued for hours in the rain,
Yep.
knowing that this procedure could help to save this little boy's life.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
So let's pray for a happy and successful outcome.
You're right.
there.
That actually restores faith.
It does.
In in failing faith in some cases.
Yeah.
In the human condition. Human beings are naturally giving people.
Yeah.
They're not selfish.
Yep.
They're taught to be selfish.
Yes.
By the society and the values that society places on
Yeah.
on selfishness
Absolutely.
and possessions and the likes. But when you break it down, when it comes time to genuinely be supportive and helpful to
Yep.
somebody, most people actually stand to attention, and they're going to do exactly that.
And they're helping.
And
it's
here's
just incredible.
evidence of that, and what a wonderful story.
Yeah.
What a wonderful thing.
Brilliant. So
Alhamdulillah.
let's keep tuned on that one, and let's
Alhamdulillah.
pray for a successful outcome
Inshallah.
and for a happy end to this.
Inshallah.
For now, I think we'll just take a little break. But we I just wanted to pass that across as just a terrible thing that's happening, but wonderful thing that's happening as a result.
Do you know what? Normally I'd be running to put the kettle on.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm going to do right now?
Pray.
I'm going to say a quick dua
Yep.
that lovely little boy comes through this.
Yes.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Oh, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right, thank you.
Me too.
Thank you.
How's your
Thanks
day
for
going?
asking. My day's going great, thank you.
Me too. And
As it
I hope
always
that's the
does.
same for everybody out there in Radioland.
Inshallah.
Our family of listeners.
Our friends,
I hope
our
you're having
yeah.
a
Our
brilliant day.
Dear brothers and
Our
sisters.
dear brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, sons and daughters.
Even that one that keeps having a go at us laughing.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes. Oh, no.
No.
Shh.
No.
Steady. Easy, Tiger. Easy,
Stop it.
Tiger. By the way,
Stop it now.
the criticism is, I love it. It just puts me off.
Yeah.
It just puts me. So that's great. Even the criticism is a compliment. Thank you very much indeed. So are you having a good day, would you say?
Always.
Brilliant.
Well,
You
you've
see,
got a choice, haven't you?
We have.
Yeah.
And it is a choice. Now, we're not, because we're going to talk about some people who are having, shall we say, a bit of a bad un.
Okay.
A little bit of a bad un.
Makes me feel better
Exactly.
about even we all face challenges.
Yes, and when we've got the big challenges, we're not saying that just giggling and looking at people having a bad day is going to change that. We're not talking about those. But when you're getting cut up in traffic,
Yeah.
when you've dropped your toast butter side down, jam side down.
So annoying.
When these things happen,
Yeah.
just bear in mind.
When somebody has left the top off the toothpaste.
Yes.
When somebody didn't leave the toilet seat down.
Yes.
Yeah.
When
those things happen.
When you find one shoe.
What?
How can you have one shoe? When these things happen.
When this happens, you ready?
Yes.
Gran!
When these things happen. Gran, you don't leave. Where are you going? When these things happen,
I'll come back.
it is
Kick
always...
your legs. Kick your legs. Kick your legs.
Stroke. No, don't have one. Do one. When these things happen, it's worth bearing in mind.
Somebody
Somewhere
is having
a worse
day
than
you.
That was brilliant. Sorry, even though I say so myself, that was quite good. That could have gone anywhere. Is having the dinner? No. Breakfast? No. Surgery?
Having a heart attack.
No. Having a bad.
He's having sausages. No! he's having
A bad egg. No.
frightening ride on a Big Dipper.
Yes.
Could be anything.
So, do you want to hear about some people having a really, 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 really bad day?
Go on then.
It is a terrible, terrible day.
Okay.
And this is from BBC News.
Okay.
Just so that people know that we are not making this stuff up.
Can't be wrong then.
Yes. Passengers quarantined at Gatwick after Barbados flight.
What?
So passengers are quarantined at Gatwick after Barbados flight. Passengers and crew on a Virgin Atlantic flight were put into quarantine
Okay.
due to widespread sickness on board the plane.
Ooh.
So think about this for a second. Lots and lots of people on the plane are being sick.
Yes.
Now, I'm assuming it's one end, but
Yes.
it's not guaranteed.
No.
But certainly they're being sick.
Yes.
Lots of people on board the plane are being sick. So the aircraft was put into quarantine. Now, when you think put into quarantine, I think, so putting it into a hospital bed, but with a screen around it,
Yeah.
or behind glass doors that nobody else can get
Yeah.
in. But I'm sat in reasonable comfort.
Yeah.
No.
No.
The plane,
The plane
was placed in quarantine.
Wow.
In other words, they simply didn't
allow them
the
to
doors.
get off.
Yes, they were not allowed to get off.
Goodness
So
me.
you're on a plane and either you are sick
Yeah.
or you are surrounded by people
Who are being sick. Yeah.
And there's several hundred people on this plane and 4 toilets?
Yeah.
And you're staying on it, my love.
It's not good, is it?
It is not good.
That's not good.
The aircraft was met by emergency services when it landed at Gatwick Airport, following an 8-hour flight from Bridgetown in Barbados. Passenger Trevor Wilson said a bad chesty cough, possibly a chest infection, was affecting people. The airline said it was investigating. 30 people were assessed and treated, 2 of whom had to be taken to hospital. However, in the meantime, the 448 passengers on the Virgin charter flight who were returning from a cruise in the Caribbean were stuck in quarantine on the plane.
That makes all your holiday
Yes, that's going to put a bit of a damper on
diminished,
it,
doesn't it?
Oh my
It
goodness!
diminishes it to a nightmare.
Oh my goodness! A spokesman for the cruise company said, "We are still investigating what might have caused the illness, and we are currently waiting for further updates from Gatwick Airport Medical Services." Oh yeah.
Right. So.
Oh yeah.
I think somebody ate something that perhaps they shouldn't have eaten.
But what it then says is,
Contaminated.
what we do know is that on MSC Preziasor, no cases of acute gastroenteritis have been reported in the past 14 days. Well, first of all, what about 15th day?
Yep.
Because that's a very specific figure.
Yes.
Now, whether it was a 2-week cruise, it could just be that. So the illness, one bloke saying, "Oh, it's a bit of a chesty cough." No, it's acute gastroenteritis.
Yes.
Would you want to be having gastroenteritis cooped up on a plane?
No.
With 448 people and 4 toilets?
Well, first of all, would you want to have it at all?
Full stop. No.
No.
No. If you had it, you'd want to be lying down.
You'd
would
want
you
to
not?
be at home.
In the comfort of your own home.
Yes.
No.
No. Or you'd want to be in hospital because you can
Actually,
seriously
yes.
dehydrated.
Yes.
And it can cause other problems, can't it?
Yep.
Yeah, very uncomfortable thing. So and the decision was taken out of their hands.
Yep.
And they were placed in quarantine. Who took that decision?
Well, it would be the medical services at the airport.
Wow.
But there were reports all the way back over the 8-hour flight. So they've been saying, look, we've got some really sick people here.
Wow.
We're landing. We're coming from Caribbean.
Yeah.
And they're going, right, quarantine.
Ooh. And how long were they held for?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out. It unfortunately doesn't say. All it says is, the other passengers have now disembarked as normal. But I don't know how long. The illness seems to have originated on board ship, not the plane. 5 members of cabin crew became sick on the flight. This is the cabin crew. They weren't on the ship. And they started being ill on the flight. So this act quickly.
This was on the
Do you know
plane,
what I mean?
then?
Absolutely.
Right.
The other passengers have now disembarked. Wow. MSC Cruises said it sent 4 staff members to Gatwick to provide further assistance to all passengers. Oh, did you? I want to know how they were on, and it doesn't say. It just says they were quarantined, and now they're off. But, that is,
horrible.
I mean, can you imagine? That is purgatory.
That is a bad day.
That is a bad day had
all
by
reckoning.
all people on that flight. Because
By
you're
all
either
reckoning.
ill, listening to people being ill, or terrified of becoming ill.
Have you ever been on a plane?
Yes.
No. Where, as you have landed,
Yes.
and the plane is then taxiing
Yeah.
to your, what's that thing called? That
Airport.
You landed in the airport.
I know what you mean.
It's the thing that comes to the plane where you walk then into the terminal.
Steps.
No, it's not the steps. It's that big
sucker thing that goes
thing.
into the side.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
So
Corridor.
you're taxiing towards
Yes.
that.
Yes.
And the flight attendants
Yep.
come down both aisles.
Yes.
Yeah, spraying.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever come across that before?
Yes.
Where you get sprayed and it stinks.
Yes.
You're like, it's awful.
Yeah. You think, what's
Awful. And it's some kind of insecticide.
that? Really?
Yeah.
So you're not bringing any...
to debug you.
Yeah, not bringing any lice
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah. And I think I was affronted by
Offended?
that. I was offended.
Not surprised.
What do you think I am? Some bug carrying?
Yes.
You know.
Well, evidently, yes.
How dare you?
Yes.
How dare you debug me? These bugs could have been my friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, debug me at your peril.
I might want my bugs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you went,
you?
whoa!
Whoa,
Stop
stop it! Don't you dare squirt that stuff on me.
How dare you?
But I was affronted by that.
Yes.
I really was.
And
I've
understandably
never
so.
had an explanation as to what that is.
Right, okay.
And I am assuming it's some kind of bug thing.
I thought it was to make you smell better.
No,
I thought it was air freshener.
not with that stuff.
Well, no,
it's
to be
dumb,
fair.
horrible stuff. Got really at the back of your throat as well. It's awful.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe they could have squirted these
A little
people
bit of that,
with
they'd have been fine.
Bit of disinfectant.
Bit of-
Job done. Yeah.
Everybody wash your hands.
Just squirt them with bleach.
Yep.
Fine.
What they couldn't do is turn a blind eye to it.
No, they couldn't, could they?
No.
Wow.
Couldn't ignore it.
Oof.
Couldn't just say, I'll be right, let them off.
And can you imagine if you're one of these passengers that's booked on a Connect flight? So you land in Gatwick, expecting to get off, get your bags onto another plane.
On to your next one and off ski.
you go. No.
No.
You're not going anywhere.
Good lordy lordy.
So you're going to miss your Connect flight. You're going to miss the next leg of your holiday.
The next leg of your journey.
Yeah. Ooh.
Luckily, they were coming back. I don't know if that makes it any better.
Oh, bad. Yeah, it wouldn't be good, would it?
No.
If you land in Barbados and you're immediately quarantined.
Yeah.
You miss half your
Yeah.
holiday.
You want to be
That's not good,
quarantined
is it?
at the beginning of a war
Yes.
and at the end of a holiday.
At the end of a holiday.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
And at no other time.
And at no other times,
Different
if I'm honest.
Wow. So, I mean, to be locked into a plane full of violently sick people, I think that qualifies as
A bad.
day.
Oh, lordy.
Oh, it's made me feel a bit queasy, that.
Yes.
I think I need some donuts.
Let's do
Do the donut thing.
it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Warakmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Are we okay?
We are.
Are we all right?
We are very good. We are very, very, very good.
Okay. Well, why are you very, very good? Because I'm only good.
Oh, I'm very, very good because you know when you think you're having a bad day.
Okay.
You know when you think you're having a bad day.
Yes.
Get ready.
There's usually somebody having a worse one.
Oh, this one's classic,
Okay, cool.
and it's so good because of who it is.
Okay.
So first of all, you think you're having a bad day? Well, okay, you might be. You might be. To our lovely listeners, to who we now consider to be members of our family, our extended family, you may well be having a bad day. Yes, terrible, terrible, terrible things might be happening. And if that's the case, you know, mate, I'll keep you steadfast and just give you supper through these difficult times. Generally speaking, for most people, the little bits that we're talking about are, you know, those little niggles.
Yeah.
Those little things that make you think, oh, you know, you get caught up in traffic.
About 20 or 30 times a day you have one of these niggles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you drop your toast butter side down.
It's awful. It's awful.
You know, when you get
awful.
you get caught up in traffic.
It's awful.
Or cut up in traffic.
Oh, it's even worse.
You know, or
There are many things that can make you have, or what make you feel like you're
having
a bad day.
a bad day.
Yes.
A bad day. It's worth just taking stock at that point and saying, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
'Cause
Look
there's
at the good things.
Look at the good things that are happening.
Alhamdulillah.
Actually, the fact that I couldn't get a seat on the train this morning, or the fact that I couldn't get a seat on the bus this morning, oh, it doesn't really matter. The fact that I was hoping for an A and I only got a B+++++, oh, it doesn't really matter. Because there's people out there having a much worse day.
I once got 84% in a technical exam
Right.
at work.
Yep.
And
It's a very technical score.
everybody, 84%, everybody was saying, that's brilliant, that's brilliant.
Yes.
I said, no, it's not. I'm worried.
Right.
Well, what are you worried about? You've passed the test. I
Yes.
went, no, that's not what I'm worried
I'm
about.
not here to pass.
I'm worried about the fact that proves that 16% of everything that I talk about is rubbish.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone went, nah, it's not just 16.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than that.
Yeah, you've got to bear in mind, you were concentrating during that
when
exam.
you start.
Can you imagine being operated on by a surgeon who got 16 out of every 100
16%
things wrong? You know what I mean? Was it the left arm we were going to be... Oh, dear.
Why has my kidney gone missing?
Oh, dear. Kidney?
I was going
Kidney? I was looking for your liver.
I was going for your appendix, but I kind of missed. I swerved off to the left a little too much.
Can you imagine? Oh, it must happen. It must happen. Where the count at the end. Didn't your mum used to do this? Where the count at the end. 1, 2, 3. I'm sure we had 6.
We're missing a needle.
We're missing a needle.
Surgeon went ballistic.
Where's your watch?
That was back in the days where she was a theatre assistant.
Yes.
And the surgeon was a pompous old
Thing.
so and so.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely screaming, shouting at her, saying it's your mistake. You. All you have to do is count these things, and I tell you, it's entirely you. And he had a real shouting match at her.
Right.
And she held her ground and she said, "I'm sorry, sir. I have only 4 needles.
Yes.
You have used 5.
Yes.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't make mistakes like this.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying things in such a way as to make me feel really uncomfortable.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, I have not made a mistake here.
Yeah.
The mistake, sir,
And he can't be
is
bothered
yours."
to open up again.
He went mad. And then at one point, he stood up.
Right.
And what happened?
Oh, did it go tinkle, 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 tinkle? Was it in his lap or something?
The needle fell on the floor because it was, in fact, in his lap.
Oh, at least it was there and not in the...
And she went round, picked it up and said, "Thank you, sir. We're all clear now."
Brilliant!
Brilliant! Yeah, I don't know. Where did that come from? These things.
But
happen.
of course, he was lovely to her and he apologised.
He stormed off in
bet he did.
disgust.
I'll bet he did.
He's never been spoken to like that in his life.
And
it won't be happening again.
I've never proven wrong. How dare you? From somebody of the lady variety?
What?
Lordy.
A nurse?
A nurse? Do you know who I am?
Little
Count.
Little do these doctors know that nurses know more than you might think.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, dear. Well, it's whoever you're working with.
Yeah.
There should be no hierarchy. You might get paid a little bit more, but there should be no hierarchy because we're all there. We're all pushing against the same open
We're
door.
all there to do the same
We
job.
all want the people to survive.
Yep.
Oh, so
Crazy.
when you think
you're having a bad day,
it's always worth thinking about other people.
Other folk are possibly having it worse.
Now, this one did happen a short while ago, to be fair, but we just haven't had a chance to talk about it.
Okay.
But it's a doozy.
Give us it.
It's a doozy.
Let's have it.
Now, the orange oligarch, the 45th president of the United States, because we don't actually want to say his name.
Donald Plump.
Yes, Donald Dump. He's, his presidency, shall we say, is fraught.
Donald Lump.
Is fraught with cringe-worthy moments.
Yes.
Right? It's now spread because his vice president, Mike Pence, had one.
Okay.
You know when you're doing a speech?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we're doing speeches, we sometimes go the wrong way. We don't leave gaps sometimes for applause and for laughter.
No.
And so sometimes, they clap over the gags.
Yeah.
Not Mike. Not Mr. Pence.
What did he do?
Mike Pence waits for applause and is greeted by...
Booze.
Silence.
Even
worse.
Better, yeah, absolutely.
Silence.
Fantastic.
In cringeworthy speech in Poland. So you can just imagine him doing his speech, being up to a crescendo, and then just waiting. Nothing. Can you imagine?
Waiting for
tumbleweed
to drip
crickets.
past.
Crickets is all he got. Crickets. It says Thrump is so outlandish that it's easy to forget about Mike Pence. Not really.
No.
My goodness, can you imagine it? He's like Hitler's twin brother.
Terrible.
The vice president who doesn't allow himself to be in a room alone with women who aren't his wife. I get that.
Okay.
I actually get that. Let's not have a go at him for that. That's one of the few things he's done that's in line with my thinking.
Absolutely.
But it says Pence often gives tone-deaf speeches. He recently spoke on World AIDS Day, despite being blamed for allowing an HIV epidemic to spread in India when he was the state's governor. In Indiana, when he was the state's governor. There are also memes based on his robotic way of speaking during speeches. This time, however, Pence's bizarre speech style has taken him overseas to Poland during a speech on the Iran nuclear deal, which we know was a terrible, 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 terrible decision by Trump. But during a speech on the Iran nuclear deal, Pence visibly paused, presumably expecting applause.
Yes.
But the crowd were not prepared to play ball. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Oh, and then there's some comments at the bottom, because people can always... One of them says, "We're not sure we've ever heard silence quite so intense. Have you? Silence so loud as to make you feel uncomfortable."
Fantastic.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, that's great. And
there's so many videos of it.
But
it's just
he's earned
great.
that. He's earned that.
Yes.
Yeah. Through being...
Vice president to
the orange...
Freak Master
oligarch.
General.
Yeah.
Yes. To the Tangerine Tyrant.
Tangerine tyrant, indeed.
Yes.
The orangutan
Yes.
of politics.
Yes.
In America. Talking of speeches not going down too well, there's been another one recently.
Has there?
Yeah. By Prince Harry, no less.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got on stage and delivered a speech that has been the subject of some headlines.
Oh, wow.
Saying, what on earth has changed him?
I was going to say, because he was
has
always
changed
considered
him?
the more normal.
Who has written that speech? Because it definitely wasn't him.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's quite outlandish. So maybe we can Google that a little bit later.
Okay.
A little bit later, and maybe
Yes.
talk about that speech at some other section of the show.
Well, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Well,
inshallah.
whilst we do that,
Yeah.
shall we stick the kettle on?
I think
Right.
that's-
Shall we
that's-
stick the kettle on? Is that a good idea?
It's not just a good idea; it's an obligation. It's a bit like your 5 daily prayers.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
an obligation.
Yes.
But you don't mind doing them,
No.
of course. In fact, I quite look forward to my prayers. So it's not like it's an obligation that I really want to get out of, but I can't. It's something that I actually really enjoy doing. Similarly, putting the kettle on. It's not just 5 times a day, though, that is it.
No. Good Lord, no. Lordy.
More like 5 times an hour. That's not enough.
Oh.
Right, cup of tea shouts. Cup of tea. Assalamu alaikum.
Warakmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Oh, we're in the depths. Do you know what we're doing?
Go on.
Research.
Aye.
We're doing some research. Well, before the break,
When did we ever do that?
never.
When have we ever
It's
actually
unheard of.
rehearsed anything or researched
Unheard of.
anything?
Research. Some people think this is scripted.
People will
Some
get the
people
wrong
have said,
impression.
"Who writes all this?"
People will get... You can't write this.
You can't write this. This gold. This comedy magic.
Nobody could write this.
Nobody
my
could
friend.
write this. Well, if they did, they wouldn't admit it. Oh, no.
If they did, they would bury the papers.
Yes, before the break, we were talking about Mike Pence.
Yes, we were.
And we were saying that he's a very strange individual
Yep.
who gives some very unusual speeches.
Yes.
But he gave one in Poland, and he paused for applause and got
Silence.
silence, which is
Alhamdulillah.
even more powerful than boos.
It is.
Either that or a slow hand clap.
Yeah.
The British public do enjoy a slow hand
Yes,
clap. And
they
I
do.
can think of some politicians getting those not that long. Well, it seems like not that long ago. It was actually quite a while. But yes. And Mike Pence, what he got was silence. Silence. And you said, that Prince Harry had done a speech when it's unlike him.
Yep.
Because it just seems like a bit of a dude.
Yep.
He seems pretty cool. And you were saying that he'd done a speech, and I hadn't heard about this. And we said, well, when we come back from break,
We'll have a look.
we'll have a look at that.
So you've been doing some research, have you?
We've done some research.
Have you found it?
ITV GMB. Piers Morgan slams Harry and Meghan, saying they are like the Kardashians, slamming their we speech appearance. I'm assuming we, that's not the thingamabob. Not the thingamabob.
The what?
The we, where you play tennis.
No, it's not
No,
that. It's not that. No.
As I say, I don't think that'd be the Wii. You know the thing that you play tennis with. Wii.
The Wii Fit thing.
Wii Fit. I don't think they mean Wii Fit.
No.
WE. Good Morning Britain returned, and viewers tuned in to see Piers Morgan on top form as he compared Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Wee Day appearance to that of the Kardashians. Now that's showing a little change. First of all, because people used to the Kardashians couldn't do any wrong.
Yep.
And he's now saying, "Oh, they're just like the." So it's considered a slight.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, the Kardashians have gone downhill.
Wow.
In a lot of people's opinion.
Opinion.
Why don't I think of
is
the
that
word?
The word your
opinion?
hope is to grasp before?
Absolutely. Kardashians have gone down in a lot of people's opinions, and I think it's about time they did.
Right. Absolutely. They're
appalling rabble.
Terrible.
Dysfunctional rabble. They are.
So he's compared them to the Kardashians, and not in a good way.
No.
Good Morning Britain was back with the first instalment of the week, and presenters Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid kicked off the morning with a fiery debate about Prince Harry's Wee Day speech. And it's saying that the Duke of Sussex made headlines when he appeared at the children's charity event, which discussed and celebrated young people making a difference in their local and global communities. And he's been criticised for the comments that he made. In his wide-ranging speach, I take that to be rambling.
Yeah. Unrehearsed.
Unrehearsed, rambling.
A bit like our show.
Tunneled dump speech. He called for activism as well as highlighting climate change and addressing the stigma of mental health issues. Is all this a kids' charity?
To children, yes.
Really?
Yes.
During his moment on stage, he also praised the most engaged generation in history, as well as being joined by his wife, the Duchess of Sussex, for a moment. However, his speech has been hit with some criticism, especially by Piers, who likened his recent behaviour to that of the Kardashians. And this is Piers Morgan speaking. You know what? That's how he speaks, you know.
Exactly like that.
You know what? It's like he's in the room.
It could be sat.
He's like he's in the room. You know what? I preferred him when he was playing. Oh no, I'm not going to say that. Something in Las Vegas. Piers, come on, love. You can't say that on national radio. Certainly not our channel. It's all about standard. If you stand for nothing, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That's what I was trying to say.
Do you know what?
It's all about standards, Piers.
That was part of his speech.
Yes. No, he's finished now. He's finished. Unless he's gone back to Yorkshire. He then said, there is the Harry I love. Go on, son. Go on, son. He shouted in jest. Don't understand that. What happened to him? He doesn't have his own mind. He's reading like a robot, the journalist commented, as ITV then produced a clip of Prince Harry's speech. And then Piers said, there is one line here, Piers explained, and then read what Prince Harry had said during his speech. You know, if you don't stand for... Oh, that is part of his speech. Hey, he's nicking my lines here. Sorry, I thought you were messing around when you said that. You know, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Yes, Harry really wrote this. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I've been saying that for 30 years.
30 times a day.
30 times a day. Anybody that listens to this show will know why am I shouting. There's a button on this makes my voice louder anyway.
I'm so happy that we chose to do this research live. Live.
Yeah, you see, if I'd have read it during the coffee break...
You wouldn't have said that.
Wouldn't have said that. And when you were saying that's part of his speech, I'm going, oh, are you funny? And it was. It actually was. He then commented on Meghan's appearance, saying she's a smart person. On International Women's Day, she said some good stuff. My issue is Prince Harry and his speech at Wee Day. He is now regurgitating stuff he's had nothing to do with. This is not Prince Harry writing. Now, the other issue is, 2 days before, Prince Harry had a £6,000 helicopter ride. And then he's on stage saying, yeah, you know, we should be considering climate change.
The climate change, the environment.
Yeah. Should we?
Yeah, and not only that, but his missus, Meghan, had chartered a private jet from the States to attend that speech.
Right. Okie dokie.
Yeah. So they're carbon footprint for that particular speech wasn't.
No,
was it?
no.
It was pretty big, wasn't it?
Yes.
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 So it's okay getting on your high horse about the environment and climate change, but if you're going to talk about such issues, at least play the part.
At least play the part. At least row across.
Yes. But just walk. Walk. I'm sure she can walk on water.
Yes. But Piers has said that Harry and Meghan are beginning to behave like the Kardashians, and that they've gone a little bit flash,
They've gone
a little bit bling, a bit ahead of themselves, and
like,
they're just living the life.
A bit like the Kardashians, a bit like the Beckhams.
Yes.
And yes, living the bling lifestyle.
Yeah. And he's saying, I don't think royals should be rocking up at stadiums and making these kind of flowery, unsubstantial speeches about we're going to save the planet, save the world, and then getting cheered by thousands of people as the rock stars, then climbing onto a private jet.
That's right.
And he's compared them to Prince William and Kate.
Yes.
And he said that they have a much more kind of staid approach.
Yes.
And it's hard to look at them without respect, because they are at least conveying an image of what you would
royalty.
of royalty. Not American royalty. See,
No.
she don't understand.
I know.
She don't get it.
She'll never get it.
Honey,
She'll
don't.
never live like common people. She'll never do
live
what
like common people
do.
Oh dear. So actually, I
Watching
love that.
roaches climb the wall.
Yes.
And just one call to Dad and he can stop them all.
Stop them
She'll
all.
never know what common... Oh.
Yes.
You could actually write a song about that.
You could write a song about that.
Write a song
you know
about
what?
somebody posh.
Yes.
Trying to get in with common people.
And knowing, and it's a great point, because when you get these guys say, oh, I'm self-made, I'm the son of a multimillionaire, but I did it myself.
Yeah,
Well, it's
really.
easy to go out and do it yourself when you know that if you fall on your behind, you can pick yourself up and you go straight back to your mansion.
Straight back to Dad.
It's
Say,
quite a different thing to going out and saying, I'm
I'm a self-made multimillionaire. Well, that's fine. How much did your dad give you to start you off?
Yes.
12 million.
Yes. He didn't give me anything. He just introduced me to 4 presidents and 2 queens.
Yeah.
When you say queens,
Careful.
presidents.
Inclusive, sure.
And so, yeah, it's just a little disappointing, is what it is. A little disappointing from Harry, because he's the dude. He's the one people looked at and went, you see, if only he could be. Hey.
Exactly. That is king material.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. He's been around.
Yep.
Yeah. He's played the.
Yes.
He's played the field.
Yes.
Let's just be honest.
Yep.
He's led his life. He's lived his life.
Yep.
He's served in the forces.
In the forces,
He's put himself at danger.
He has.
He's done everything that he would expect anybody else to do. He's done it already.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
And he's always done it with the thought in mind of, well, I'm only the spare.
I'm only the spare. Yeah.
I'm the spare.
I'm the spare.
If anything
king.
happens,
It's
if not, it all goes down that route.
It's like I had 2 daughters.
Yes.
I did. I had 1 daughter.
Yeah.
And then I had a spare.
It's always absolutely.
It's always good to have a spare child in case anything goes wrong with the first one.
Exactly.
It's a fact. Now, my second daughter doesn't like it when I use the word spare.
yes. It's like, I was listening to a comedian the other day.
It raises a couple of eyebrows, does that, both on her head.
I was listening to a comic the other day, and he said, he just suddenly went, because they've started, and it's an American thing, but they don't talk about, the good lady or my wife or my girlfriend. They talk about my baby's mother.
Yes.
They say, well, yeah, I'm my baby mama. My baby mama. In other words, I don't want anything to do with it. I don't like her, but I happen to have children with her. You know what I mean? And this bloke just went off on one. He went, and my baby mama, she did this, she did that, she did the other. And by the way, she hates it when I call her that. She's my wife. We've been married 14 years. You know what I mean? But it's why would you refer to it? It's just such a degrading, demeaning term. Oh, she's just your baby's mother. Is that all she... You know what I mean? It's horrible. Horrible phrase.
Awful.
Don't know how I got onto
Awful.
that.
No, do
I'm
I.
not sure.
No, do I.
I need to go and shower.
I think people
I feel
do you feel dirty?
Yeah, I do. It's a horrible phrase.
Awful.
My baby
My
mother.
baby mother.
My baby's
That's
mother.
terrible.
What? Is that all she is? Has she got a name?
Do you know what? These people who are in very,
I'm shouting too much today.
These
I
people
maybe should calm down.
who are in these positions of power,
Yes.
these positions of influence, should just be careful about what they say
Yep.
and how they say it. And they should be careful about how they live their lives
Yes.
and then dictate to other people about how they should live theirs.
Absolutely.
They should just be a little bit more careful.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, do you know what? They're going to get voted out.
Yep.
Going to get voted out.
Yes.
Now, I don't remember voting in any royal family.
No, to be fair.
But they could get voted out, you know.
Yes.
Could.
We could.
Better watch themselves.
The Republic for which I stand.
Better watch themselves. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so is it time for something to eat?
It is.
Starving.
It is.
How do you get starving at this time of day?
It doesn't. But this time of day, it's not even day yet.
It's crazy.
Extraordinary.
How do you get starving like this?
Right then.
Better eat.
Yes. Yes.
Did you bring some donuts?
I did. Always.
Alhamdulillah.
Always.
Alhamdulillah. I knew there was a reason why I liked you. If only for that.
If only for that.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Not about that nonsense.
What nonsense.
Oh dear. Do you know what I was looking at? Have you ever found yourself on a train?
I have, yeah.
Yes. Have you ever found yourself on a train that gets delayed ever so slightly?
Yeah.
Well, in this great British Isle of ours, we do have some great excuses for delaying trains, do we not?
We have some appalling excuses.
Yes. Was the one that was the trees on the line?
No, it's the wrong kind of
leaves.
snow.
The wrong kind of snow. It was the wrong kind of snow.
And then there was leaves on the line.
Leaves on the line.
Yep.
Now, when Eurostar, when they delay trains, they do it properly.
Well, they can't be delaying it because of leaves on the line, can they?
No.
Or snow, indeed. Because you don't get snow in a tunnel.
In a tunnel. No, you don't. So
what are their excuses then?
Eurostar services were disrupted over for a few days due to a unexploded Second World War bomb.
Excuse me?
Wow.
Where was that?
There was 5 trains between London and Paris had been cancelled as disposal experts were set to work on the explosive, which was discovered in the French capital. So it was discovered in Paris. In Paris. And a controlled detonation was carried out in order to get rid of this thing.
Okay, so hang on a minute.
That is an excuse.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Where does Eurostar go from and to?
Well, it's the actual train. It's not the tunnel. So the train goes all the way into, it would appear, Paris.
Right.
So it goes from London to Paris, doesn't it? It just happens to go under the water.
Yeah. Okay. So the water. The journey starts from London, St Pancras.
Yes.
And it goes all the way under the tunnel.
Yes.
Out the other side.
Yep.
Into France.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then it goes to Paris.
Well, yes. According to this, the bomb was discovered during engineering work in the area north of Gare du Nord, which is a railway station served by Eurostar.
Right. So why couldn't they just stop the train a bit, before they got to that point?
Yes.
They didn't have to cancel the trains, did they?
Well, apparently they did. Eurostar said in a statement, "We are sorry for the impact this will have on our customers and would strongly advise anyone scheduled to travel with us between London and Paris to consider changing their plans," because they had to delay it.
What?
Whilst they blew up a
Consider
bomb.
flying instead.
Could well be.
Or getting a boat.
Or just not going.
Or just not go.
But for the bomb, for an unexploded Second World War bomb, within the year of our Lord, 2019.
I just think this is something to do with this Brexit thing.
That's what it is. You can have your bombs back.
And I'm a conspiracy theorist.
You are.
I know I am.
You are.
But I just think
there's no good denying it.
There's more. There's more. This Brexit thing has caused more problems than it is worth.
Yes.
And it didn't need to cause any problems at all.
No.
If done properly.
Yes.
From outset.
I'm right behind you. I don't know how this impacts on a World War II bomb.
No, this is
on an unexploded ordnance. I think they call it ordnance.
No.
From the period of World War II.
I'm saying that the bomb has got nothing to do with those trains being cancelled.
Right, you think that they're saying,
it's Brexit. They blame it on a bomb.
Blame it on a bomb. What would I actually say it is?
We've conveniently found...
We don't want anybody from London over the weekend.
We've conveniently found an unexploded World War II bomb.
Yes.
I tell you what, we'll use this as a diversion
Just to show what it's going to be like.
The real issue is we just don't want them coming over here this weekend.
That I do get.
Yeah.
I understand that.
We just don't want them coming over this weekend.
I understand that.
This Brexit thing should have been done right from the start. And do you know how they could have done it right from the start?
Go on.
Just leave.
Just leave. Just leave.
None of this Article 50, 2 years to make your mind up, 2 years to negotiate.
There's nothing here to see.
Nothing. None of that at all. You just turn on your heels and walk away.
Walk away.
So long, thanks for all the fish.
With somebody pulling your coat saying, leave it, John, leave it. Leave it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Just walk away.
Walk away.
Walk away. That's all they needed to do. And this idea about a Brexit deal,
yes,
there was never going to be a deal. If there's a deal, that makes it just paves the way for other European countries just to walk away.
Yes.
Doesn't it? If there's a deal on the table. So there was never going to be a deal, but likewise, there was never going to be no deal. Do you know why?
Go on.
Because if we walk away with no deal,
yes,
we walk straight into the WTO deal, which is the World Trade Organization, which every other country that's not part of Europe trade with.
Right. So there's no such thing as a no deal, is what you're saying? Right.
There isn't. And this is all just scaremongering.
Somebody
nonsense.
needs to tell them.
But, do you know, I've been trying. I've been trying, but
is she still not taking your calls?
They don't answer my phone. They don't answer. They must have my number.
Tell her.
They don't answer.
It is not stalking if you pick the phone up.
I'm saying, look, come on, love. Come on, love. Sit down. We'll talk about. We can talk about this. Love.
Sit down.
Come on, love. Just forget Parliament. You don't need to go there today.
Yeah.
Let's have a.
Just listen to this.
Let's have a talk about this.
Just listen to me.
You and me, love, can get this right.
Yes.
Yeah. But she won't even pick up my calls.
No. Shambolic.
Do you know what she is?
Dead to you.
Dead to me.
I don't know why that makes us laugh. It does. It does. It does. It does. Oh, brilliant. Dead to me.
Dead to me.
You know what they should do? They should bite the bullet and walk away.
They should have done that 2 years ago.
Yes, and walk away.
2 years ago.
Now, I say that because we said that we would start introducing phrases.
Yeah.
And one that came up recently was bite the bullet. Do you know where the phrase bite the bullet came from?
No.
I do.
Oh, right, okay. Cool.
I do. It just sprang to my mind. It's not a pleasant one, if I'm honest.
Okay.
But it was when people were being operated on under combat conditions.
Yeah.
So in the many, many wars we've had throughout the ages, if there was no anaesthetic...
With no anaesthetic. Oh, no, I know what's coming.
Do you know what they said?
Just bite on this bullet.
Just bite on this bullet.
Oh.
They should put a bullet in that. Just bite on that.
Oh.
Why? This might hurt just a little.
Oh.
I'll be honest with you, this is going to hurt you much more than it's going to hurt me, is what they used to say.
Ouch.
Bite the bullet. So where bite the bullet came from is just take it. Just take it. Just bite the bullet and take it.
That's terrible.
Isn't it awful?
Terrible.
Isn't that an absolutely terrible phrase? But most of these are.
I love anaesthetic.
Well, yeah,
I've had
it
a few times now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never had
for
it.
my operations.
Right, of course,
Yeah,
yes.
and I get knocked out when they just before they wheel me into the theatre.
Yeah.
And they stick a needle in the back of your hand.
Yep.
Then attach this syringe to it. And I remember thinking, oh, she's going to pump some stuff into my vein. It'll make me go to sleep.
Yes.
I looked at this thing. The syringe was massive.
Really?
Massive. And honestly, it was like
Really?
9-inch massive,
Oh my
and quite
goodness.
thick,
Yep.
full of this white fluid. I was thinking, I'm not an elephant.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm not a horse.
They only need me
a
out for
rhino.
4 hours.
I'm not a rhino. What are you doing? What is
Wow.
that stuff? What is that stuff? And while I was thinking that, they said countdown from 10.
Yeah. What did
I
you
got
get to?
9. 9. Gone. Finished. Next thing I knew, I was being woken up by a nurse. Do you want a cup of tea?
Oh.
She spoke exactly like
Yes,
that. Yeah.
yes. Well, they do. It's
No, that was a male nurse. He was
yeah, they do.
bit of an odd voice.
He does.
Bit of an odd voice.
He does.
You want a cup of tea? Yes. Anyway, I don't know about anaesthetic.
You said you like anaesthetic.
I do. I love it because
Yes.
you wake up, and that sense of relief when you wake up is fantastic.
Yes.
It's just brilliant.
Yes.
But then they've also given you pain relief, and that's a derivative of morphine,
Ah, right. Okay.
which makes you just feel really happy.
There you go.
Just
you see.
makes you feel kind of floaty and quite kind of relaxed about everything.
Wow.
Brilliant. So I like my hernias
For that very reason.
because
Go on, lift some boxes.
go on.
Go on. See if you can pick the back end of this car up.
I'm tempted. I'm tempted, honestly.
It's worth it.
If it wasn't the fact that I probably put my back out in the process, I
Yes.
would. I would.
Yes. No cure for that.
Wow. As you well know.
Oh, my
How long have you had sciatica now?
Well, do you know,
Half your life.
It seems like it now. It has faded a little.
Has
I'm
it?
very pleased to say, yes. All is well, but yeah, it's torture. When people say they've got a bad back, I used to go, really?
really?
How
Yeah.
old are you then? But now I know, oof,
Yeah.
it just takes that, all you need to do is sneeze now.
Horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Horrible. Yeah.
But for now, I'm suffering again. I'm suffering. My throat's dry.
Let's get something to wet it, shall we?
I think we should.